The next game we're gonna play is the horror game that Critical recommended to me, and I just saw on the main page that Dyer had streamed this, and if you watch Dyer play it, you know, then that's cool. I'm actually kind of, part of me is a little sad that I'm gonna be playing it after Dyer played it because it seems like such a unique game that I didn't really want to take that away from him. But anyway, hopefully I'll have my own twist I could put on it. So this game is, hang on, I'm just changing all the information. Of course it's not there. Okay. Yes, okay. Let me change it here. Okay, let me change it here. So Layers of Fear is actually a good horror game, apparently. One that has been getting quite a bit of positivity surrounding it. And I don't usually play horror games at all. This is not my thing because I do not get scared by horror games. However, Critical recommended it to me, and it's not too long. So I figured, let's give it a shot. Let's see if it's any good. So, turn off your lights. Get yourself into a very cozy position. Speaking of cozy positions, I went to school with someone that could, like, it was funny, when they were in the lounge, they would just be in these weird pretzel-like positions. He looked a lot like Egon from Ghostbusters. So me and Mike coined the term the Egons. And we found a lot of Egons over the years. Very stretchy individuals. Okay, hang on, I have to window this. And then I'll tell you more about the Egons. Actually, that's really it. There's nothing more about the... There's nothing else about the Egons I can tell you. Okay. Let's see. I've heard from some people that this game is a classic, and that there aren't any, like, really, like, overly done jump scares. I've heard that this is a very unique take on the genre. I've heard that it is a legitimately scary game without being too, you know, jump in your face crazy. So that makes me interested. But I've also heard from some people that it tries a little too hard to be scary. So I don't know. Tell you what, I'm gonna turn my lights off. So give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not doing a face camera. I don't do that. I'm not also gonna just scream if there's nothing. This is one of the reasons I don't do horror games, because I'm a little disappointed with horror games, actually. I'm disappointed in the sense that they don't scare me very much. And there hasn't really been a horror game that I've really enjoyed in a long time. Like Slender, when that first came out, I was like, oh, this is an interesting concept. A few genuinely scary moments, and then I got, like, really bored. But yeah, I don't do well with horror game streams because I don't just fucking scream for no reason, so people will be like, oh god.
The torment I have to endure. I still hear the scratching in my head.
He just said, oh god.
Deeper and deeper, and my hands cut so many times on broken bottles, each night drowning in a cold sweat. But there is a way. way to bring back what life took from me. The only precious thing.
Okay. So the game isn't finished yet. I should point that out. It is still in development, and I'm gonna be taking my time, because one thing I noticed about this game is that it does have really, really nice graphics, really good textures, attention to detail. So, like, I want to take some time to look at the work put into this game. Like, I gotta say, it looks really nice right off the bat. So. See, now this with, like, Valve's VR, and I'm not talking about Oculus, because I'm a little bored of the Oculus at the moment, but with, like, a brand new VR with visuals like this, that could be cool. I think that's what it's gonna take for me to get scared at a video game again. Actually, the most I've been scared at a video game recently was in Phantom Pain, when the fucking Sahelanthropus came over and made me scream. That and Eldritch. Those are the two most recent examples of me being scared shitless in a video game. Two non-horror games. But I really do think, like, yeah, the Vive or Valve's thing, is that what's Valve's thing's called? Is that the Vive or is that Sony's thing? I forget. Oh, that's really well done. I think it's gonna take something like that with some really innovative, spooky shit to really win me over. Anyway, let's focus on the game. I'll stop being a fucking blabbermouth. So things open in the direction you push them. So that gives you a little bit of an extra kind of level of immersion. Even if it's slight, it's a nice touch. So, like, to move out a draw, you have to grab it and pull it with the mouse. Cease bothering the pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know my mother is a respectable woman, does not take kindly to such accusations. All our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind. Us such decided not to act further, it's a typo, than prolific spraying. Prophylactic spraying. Isn't that a condom, a prophylactic? Please treat this letter as a final warning. I can't read tonight. Or else, the next envelope you will receive will be from our lawyers. Pesky Pests Pestification is the name of that company. My god, look at the detail on these models. This is seriously impressive shit. I have to say, I'm actually really impressed by the graphics of this game. Even the candles, like the little glow on the candles, is just perfect. Anyway, I heard a glass break. You're in the kitchen. There's a letter on the table. It says,
Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings have taken the princess.
Actually, I don't know. Just a bunch of spoops. The main reason I'm playing this is because Critical said that it was something worth checking out, and I took his recommendation kind of seriously. I'm very interested in a horror game that's actually good. I mean, here's all this stuff. You can check all the fucking little cabinets and shit, but for what purpose? Paprika, sugar. Whoever lives here likes paprika. God, that corn. The corn looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, well, there's nothing in here. Except low frame rates. You know, I'm actually streaming this in a different way. I'm using my graphics card to handle some of the workload. Because I was wondering if that might increase the frame rates for the most part. So I have a question. When I look around in 60 frames a second like this, does it get choppy at all? Or does it stay 60 frames a second? I know I'm breaking the immersion, sorry, but I'm just curious. Because this might actually be why the game is running a little bit shitty. Occasionally it dips, it's choppy, looks smooth and nice. Not right now, but sometimes it dips. Well, it's dipping because the frame rates in the game are kind of dipping, but I'm wondering if the stream itself is... whatever. I'll figure it out later. Stutters every few moments. Hang on a sec. Check my task manager. Well, CPU usage is way down. Didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much, or if you care so lunch for that room, much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. Yeah, the CPU usage is still kind of through the roof, slightly. That's gonna be my next thing. I'm gonna buy a new CPU. I'm gonna probably end up having to buy a new CPU with a new motherboard, too. If I want to stream at a consistent and steady frame rate with some of the more demanding games. But if there are any people here that stream and have any suggestions for me, please let me know. If you know of any really good way to get consistent frames at 60 frames a second with XSplit, please send me an email. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about frame rates and stuff. So far, nothing has really scared me. It's just been I use very fast GPU. Get an 8-core CPU. Yeah, that's what I heard. My motherboard won't handle an 8-core though, so I need to. It's gonna be money. You know, it's gonna be money, and then I might need a new case too, because this case is kind of small. I don't know. Might be like upgrade time. If it makes the streams look good, it's worth it. You know, I don't really use money for frivolous shit. If it's like, if it'll help the music or the streams. Or I could feed myself. That's good enough. Alright, so... I like looking. That's me. I'm Lando Calrissian. Well, hello, hello. What do we have here? Dark, creepy storage room. Mouse traps. Oh, shit. It's a lot of mouse traps. This reminds me slightly of Poe's, not Poe, Lovecraft's. Was it The Rats in the Wall it's called, I think? Or The Rats in the Attic? It's a really, really good one. Really I gotta read more of that Lovecraft book. Holy fuck. That was a little creepy how that just closed like that. Kind of like looking at the art in this game. The rats in the walls. Yeah, you got those vibes too, Phantom. Little Vinny and partners. Holy shit, it's me. Got a rat problem? Call us. Now and forget about it. Fast, efficient, and discreet. There's a lot of blood on the floor here. It's a lot of blood.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she bumped...
How did that turn on? Oh, there's a zoom. If you right-click, you zoom. Wonder if there are any other controls I'm unaware of. Yeah, the 1920s is gonna copyright claim me. Some old ragtime artist from the 20s is gonna be like, how dare you? Night at the Opera becomes Night to Remember. Isn't that the Marx Brothers? Giles. Disparaging comments about the artist saying there's more performing, music, enthusiasm, and a pretty face. Witnessing last night's performance, he regrets those words. Mr. Giles gave us a look that clearly describes a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said yes. Okay. Liquor closet. Gauze. I like this guy. Look at that guy's face. That's a baby with a beard. That's what that is. Is that another fucking baby? I thought that was the meme baby for a second. You know which one I'm talking about. This guy's mouth is weird. Actually, almost all of these paintings are fucking weird in their own way. Oh, I like that. Like the shadow on the ceiling there. Did you guys hear that? Sounded like someone fell over or like broke a piece of wood. Is there a light switch in here? This is the chamber of the Babbeard. Broken glass on the floor. Little Red Riding Hood. Oh. Oh, what nice teeth you have. Oh, fuck yeah, we got lens flare on the fire. I will say, I haven't played a game in recent memory where the desire to turn on the lights in whatever room I enter has been stronger. Dear friend, let me ask you a simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some hard times right now, I really do. And that's why I agreed to let you do these illustrations in the first place. For old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you could draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. Oh, nightmare fuel? Oh, that kills so much of this. Oh, no, it's stupid. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Nightmare fuel. Alright, it's a meme. Whatever. it's a common parlance in the 2010s. But not in the 60s when this takes place. There's no way in hell I'm using this and already regret agreeing to pay to a payment in advance. Please get your shit together. All right, Rick, you gotta get your shit together, okay? So that's what he drew. Okay, right. No, it's not a big deal. It's just nightmare fuel. Whatever. Also, when is this game supposed to take place? Maybe it's not the 60s? '40s? 1969, someone says. The year 20XX. The game, Layers of Fear. That guy looks like he just smoked some dank ass. Creepy kid's room, huh? Family dog. Anyone else creeped out by dolls? I know you're not colorblind. What is this? Why pink? Oof. Poor kid. The kid did not know how to dog properly. Or donkey properly. Not even sure at this point. I was hoping there would be like some kind of secret message on the back. My character's hobbling. Can you hear it? That whole prosthetic leg business. Maybe that's what that is. Also, a painting is just missing. You know which one it is, too. It's that one. It's fucking Babbeard. That one. It's missing. Babbeard is now missing from the foyer. That's a weird fucking man. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, we go back down now. I got a key for something. Broken clock. This door is now open. We have not been in here. The door just shut behind me. Pretty good paintings. Create a nice, peaceful, pleasant atmosphere. Is that a bird ripping a babby to shreds while the baby pisses? Well, that's cool. Okay. Is that Shrek? Shrek and Donkey? We just found the origins. I'm really curious to know what is on this painting, but I don't want to see it at the same time. Fuck. It wants me to grab the tarp off. I'm gonna do that at the absolute last second possible. I want to see what else is in here. Oh. Just a ton of broken paintbrushes. And either liquor or paint. I think it's liquor though. I can't really tell from here. That's paint. It's like you kind of just learn about this person or these people just by seeing their shit. Okay, here we go. Somewhat anticlimactic aside from spooky noise. get it right this time. Yeah, so I wasn't here in this hallway before, was I? This hallway wasn't here before, correct? Okay, that one was good. That one got me. Another part of the house that did not exist up until a few minutes ago. Going in circles. I wonder if the creator of this game just Googled occult art. I was like, yeah, let's just throw as many of these weird fucking pieces in as we can. Getting some Eternal Darkness vibes. Invitation for the wedding of... and it's crossed out. If it was 666, I would have thrown my computer out the window. I was gonna say thrown the game out the window, but, you know, obviously the game is in Steam, so I just have to throw the computer out the window. Spooky 666! Oh. I guess it's 485 then. Yeah, 485 seems about right. Past holds back. Look closer.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
That's like, there's definitely Eternal Darkness influence here. That door wasn't there. That door was definitely not there a second ago. It's a pretty good pickup line though. It's pretty good. Vanquish the thought of not having you by my side, my lass. Ghost chair. Metal. Deer. That painting looks frightening. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look like a painting, actually. That kind of looks like a baby doll. Just, there on the wall. In frames. Like we didn't see that one coming, huh? Hang on a second. The blue light on my mixer. Yeah, I can't really see shit, but the blue light on my mixer is really bright, and it's like, it's making it extra hard to see shit. Dust mice, even in my lungs. There's always more grotesque vermin dirt. I can't see a fucking thing. That face, when it first, like, when I turned the light on, okay, well the light switch isn't even here anymore, but when I looked at the painting, and that face was looking at me, I jumped. Very slightly, but I jumped. Anyway, you know, we saw this painting in the fake room, or the impossible rooms. So maybe all those paintings are actually just down here. I wonder if this is the basement that I didn't go in earlier. Oh no, this is just a secret room. This is just a... Motherfuckers look so grim in these paintings. Could you imagine having to hold a smile for hours and hours and hours at a time? That's why you look grim. It's like default resting bitch face. Everyone had it. Men. Deer. There's a baby doll on the deer's antlers. Oh, here's another fucked up corridor. Someone's using the healing tool in Photoshop incorrectly. Paint deep lies.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
It's no Kiefer Sutherland, but it'll do. I'm not that round, she writes. You know, it's just on a side note. Let's just say these people weren't mishmashed in Photoshop or whatever. Each of these people, each of these paintings, let's say they're actually real paintings that were used as textures for this game. Each of these people, that's a whole life. That's a whole lifetime's worth of stories and experience. And we just gloss over them very quickly in a video game. Almost no one knows who they are. They're mostly forgotten. But to those around them, they mattered enough to have a whole painting devoted to them. Yo, those two rats just killed themselves in that fire. Those 3 rats just killed themselves in that fire. Okay, the game still has jump scares. It's not devoid of jump scares. It's definitely got a creepy atmosphere. It's a little bit less jump scary than most horror games, but there are jump scares in this. They're just done slightly different. Better. They're done better. But they still are jump scares.
So, you like to play Castlevania?
All these books. How many fucking books can you read in one lifetime? How many books can you acquire? I have books in my library, my small library, that I haven't even read yet. I ended up reading a Bradbury story after pulling that one from the shelf during Mario Maker. And I read one called Kaleidoscope. It's about a bunch of astronauts whose ship exploded, and the astronauts are in space. One's headed to Earth to burn up in the atmosphere, one's headed to the moon, a bunch are headed to deep space and like Pluto, and they're just getting their aggression out over the microphone to each other. It's a really, really good short story. I recommend it. Ray Bradbury, Kaleidoscope. It's beautiful in its own weird way. Crying now. She's been at it again. Earlier in the day, I found more of her reviews. Notes stick to one of my label paintings. The most scathing, hateful shit I've ever read about my work. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. After all, she knows me well enough to know what really gets to me. Just can't believe she would use that against me. Worst thing is, when I confronted her about it, she claimed that she hadn't written any of them. I can't tell her handwriting. Jesus. She really hate me that much? Or is her mind starting to slip? I just don't know what to do anymore. Look at this lovely painting depicting a nice, normal, loving family scene. I know there's a witch in that room, but there's a boomer in the next room. First step is always the hardest. Back in the kitchen. What do you know? That door is locked. Oh, that door is locked. Huh? The fruit is rotten. The fruit just turned black. Oh my. I kind of can't help but laugh when I see this. It kind of reminds me of Gary's mod.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin.
Is this Harry Potter's
Booze
forehead?
helped keep my hands steady. Sweet Jesus! Did you just buy half of the department store? Honey, you don't even know yet if it's gonna be a boy or a girl.
That's trippy. Flamingos? Pink flamingos? You know what? Let's not think about that movie. First, I looked for a canvas. Alright, okay. Skin. Okay, that we got that. Shapeless dreams. I was hoping at some point we might get back to the house. You know, so I could go into the basement. It's the only place I didn't go into. What is this? Emergency operation. Is this like a handmade elevator? I don't know exactly. You gotta crank it. Emergency stop. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, be honest. How spooked are you right now? Two, 1, 2, 7, 3, about 5. I see a lot of people 3, not overly spooked. A medium level of spook. 7 or 8. Some people are pretty high up. At least an 8, 7. Some people are kind of getting into it. Others, not so much. It's pretty good. Me, I'm like a 5, 4. It's not really... It's good. There's a good atmosphere. I like some of the stuff that's happening. But it's not like completely blowing my mind, man. It's just kind of unsettling with some jump scares here and there.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Not really a huge fan of the voice acting. It's passable. Someone in chat just said kind of lacking in the deep existential terror. I kind of agree with that. But it's got potential. And remember, it's not done yet. So maybe this game will end up being something special by the time it's finished. It's got some serious potential. Okay. As a dog owner, that sucks.
Honey, remember how you said it would be nice to have a cat so the baby could have someone to play with? Well, I just bought us a dog. Oh.
She didn't want a dog. She really wanted that cat. This guy comes home with a dog. And well, you saw the painting. Visual effects in this game are top fucking notch. I really, really like it.
Hello? Yes, speaking. What? What fire? Oh, God. Is she... Which hospital? I'm on my way.
Rumbling of smoldering. Just something smoldering in that room. More rats. Burning down the dog. Make up your mind. Grab drawers from here? Holy shit. Fucking superhuman. Here's this room again. It's like the third time we've been in this room. Or maybe this is a separate room. I'm not sure at this point. It's hard to tell. It's a big motherfucking house. Or is it a house in his brain? The room got trashed. Got a key. Okay. At this point, I'm just starting to get real used to shit just randomly happening. It's like, oh, what? It's like, I hate to say it, it's kind of like going to a fun house. Or like, you know those little horror rides where you're on the things and the people start like trying to like scare you and methadone, capsaicin, oxycodone. Tramadol. Ointment concealer. Corrective foundation. Yeah, it's almost kind of getting to be like a funhouse ride. Like, I'm interested kind of in the story, but there's not very many moments of normalcy to give your brain a chance to kind of relax and kind of recover and reset. You're just kind of always on guard. And it's like, yeah, it's like a new crazy funhouse room each time. It's not a bad thing. It's still head over heels. It's still head over tail better than a lot of horror games I've played in recent memory. But it could be better. And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Someone just said in chat, I think this is Vinny streaming style. Vinny just kills the atmosphere. This game spooked the fuck out of me every time I've watched it otherwise, but Vinny just killed the atmosphere. If I have, I'd like to apologize. It's hard to scare me, and I kind of tend to look at things a little bit more objectively, and sorry if I'm ruining the thing for you guys. I apologize. Earlier today, a typically quiet and peaceful neighborhood witnessed a scene straight from crime drama. Social services accompanied armed police officers descend upon the residence of blah blah blah, once famous painter and recent widower. Apparently the man had broken into a children's care center downtown, absconded with one of the young patients. Sources claim that the girl was in fact the culprit's daughter, who had previously been removed from his care after a family court ruling. After unsuccessful attempts at negotiation, fearing that the man might harm the child, police officers stormed the building and apprehended the suspect. Eyewitnesses claim that as the paramedics escorted the girl out of the house, the man still in handcuffs fell to his knees and repeated, "Please, she's all I have left." A truly tragic turn. Spooky drawer. Spook drawer. Someone... Fucking swamp. Okay. The paint trail leads into the spooky wall. I like that piece of art. That's a good... Oh.
This house is absolutely amazing. Oh, but those stairs. With that leg of mine, I think you'll have to carry me to the bedroom once we move in.
First step is the hardest. We've been in this room before, surely. whispering means, I guess, more
Are
exposition.
you out of your goddamn mind? What did the doctor just say about straining yourself? You can barely hold a comb. Leave that damn thing alone!
So there was a fire. Here's what I'm piecing together so far. I might be wrong on some of these details, but they get married. Famous painter gets married. He's a little overbearing, a little nuts. He's the artistic type. Anyway, gets married to this woman he loves. They have a kid. There's a fire. She gets mortally wounded, burned really, really badly. And then shit starts getting crazy. Prosthesis snatchers. Insatiable bastards. Why the damn leg? Maybe they, maybe someone broke into his house and stole his fucking... Stole his leg. Played him like a damn fiddle.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere. And I must
Stumbling here and there.
I stepped right.
He's stumbling all around. They stole his goddamn prosthetic leg.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she bumped my nose,
God, that's weird.
I fell,
That looks so
and
weird.
I fell again.
It's such a cool visual effect, though.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all.
Is there something else Mr. Spookle wants me to see? This is the burn down. Okay, you had to keep it in reverse. I guess when the fire happened, this is what the bedroom looked like. After the fire department put the fire out. Doesn't seem to be anything else I can do, though. You know, like I'm just kind of... I can't open the door. Oh, there's more... There's more cranking to be done. Oh wait, no. Now we gotta go forward, I think.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny.
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. I siphoned gas before. I knew how it was done. I stuck the tube in a vein and sucked on it until blood filled my mouth. Then put the tube in the jar and it just kept coming. The taste of copper haunted me the entire night. Why didn't I think of a syringe?
Yeah, so he lost his shit at some point. He just lost his ever-loving fucking shit. Not a single of his shit could be kept together. I don't know what the hell I'm even looking at this point. It's a cannon. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's 6 of them. So there's just... This is his path to craziness, I guess. Look at that. There's this Harry Potter forehead. There's the flesh. There's the blood. I guess each time you learn more about his craziness. I don't know. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna stop trying to analyze it out loud. This has been done a few times in various games. It never quite gets old, does it? Pretty cool music. Alright, we didn't need that. My fucking Hulk strength, I was able to rip the door off. Haunting mimics. Knock, knock. Not gonna let them in. Okay. Whatever you say, sir. Hello, my friend. Restless Memories. It's like an emo band's album. And I'm on the ceiling now. Flapping horror, be quiet. And now we're not on the ceiling anymore. Okay. I may not be overly frightened of the game, but I am definitely engrossed. Really effective atmosphere. I was hoping we could get back to the main house at some point, though. I told you, what are you gonna do with all those books? So I'm having trouble seeing stuff because the game is so fucking dark. Sorry to, ruin the immersion. I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier to see. Just a tiny bit. I faintly make out a baby. Oh, I turned up the fucking brightness and it did.
You ordered a true portrait, so that's where I painted you, fucking pleb. Maybe I need to
Pleb?
get some artistic sense in your stupid face.
Come on, did they just use pleb and then before they used nightmare fuel? Oh. Stumbling all around, ever falling down. Oh. Yeah, that's good. That looked like D-Dog from my stream the other day. If I don't finish this in like 20 minutes, I'm probably just gonna save it. Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while. I've been swarmed with work. I gotta tell you, your last letter was troubling to say the least. I just can't believe she would set fire to your old paintings. Why would she do that? Lady in Black, especially, that was your tribute to her, wasn't it? I don't know what to tell you except to get her some professional help, pronto. You probably talk to someone as well. While that's happened, I'm sure it would do you some good. Probably don't need to tell you that the buyer was sorely disappointed with the news. The new pieces just aren't selling as well as all the classics. Anyway, I'll keep looking. You just hang in there and focus on your work. I know you still have it in you. I believe in you. Your friend and agent, Thomas Caldwell. Spooky water scene. Silent floaters, they clog the drains. I know, dude. So many floaters. Fur in the water. No baths for me. So many floaters are just too big for the drain. It's shit like this that I would say it makes games... gaming interactive entertainment is a good medium to tell stories. For reasons like what we're seeing here today. Whether or not this is the best example of it, I'm not sure. It's really, really cool. But games like this give me hope for other games that could do similar things to tell really interesting interactive stories. And not just focus on, Dom! My muscles aren't big enough! Dom, pass me some steroids so I can kill the fucking locust! Chainsaw machine guns, Dom! We're getting blatant now. I could play the piano like
I
that.
needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one. Obviously, this was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
So he's using the blood and the skin, right, to create his ultimate work, I would imagine. Okay, we got glitching clocks now. The game did not take into account that I would be playing it. So... of course, we have to take a closer look at the physics. You know, we gotta glitch the clock into the wall. Otherwise, it's not a Vinesauce stream. There we go. Mission accomplished, guys. Some nice chords in that song there. I wish I knew. I gotta play more piano. I gotta practice more. 'Cause that was nice. Dangling dread. Okay. Can't see a fucking thing. I can't see a fucking thing. Now I can kind of see a little bit of something. It's been ripping up the floorboards, it seems. There's the bone. What if you fail? I didn't play PT. I didn't have a system I could play it on, actually, so I don't know. I've heard good things about it, but I have not played PT. Silent Hill PT. And I wish I had, but I hadn't. There's that goddamn pink donkey dog. This is like an Oculus Rift game that I played called Sightline the Chair, which is just a demo about how when you look away from something, and then you look back, something appears. Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather. Someone remade PT for the PC. I'd be interested in checking that out, maybe.
Doc, cut the crap and tell me how bad it is. No, no. It can't be her. She looks like a corpse.
So, I mean, she set fire to the paintings. We learned that, but I wonder if she also burned herself really bad by accident. Can't see a fucking thing. Just because it's dark doesn't mean it's scary. Can't see a fucking thing. PT ripoff. Everyone now is saying PT, PT, PT. Oh. Death is a layer. It's but a layer. Time is a flat circle, Marty. This here car, I was driving it before I was rich. Because it was as flat as my circles was. As cool as that kind of was, in its own weird way, I kind of wasn't expecting it. Like the twerking face people that all these horror games like to do. You know what I mean? Like there's just that, the vibration-y faces. Like I get it, it's a little, it's unsettling, it's weird, but it's been done so many times.
Oh, stop looking at me like that. It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Yeah, they really should probably get a better voice actor for this. Delivery is very on the nose. But what do I know? I really don't. Not a professional. Might be good. Some people might like it. Vinny, is there a horror game that genuinely scared you, or you are just emotionless as fuck? Here's a pro tip for you. A lot of the YouTubers you see screaming loudly at video games on YouTube, they're not really scared. So, you know. I don't know, horror games just don't really, you know, a few moments got me so far. But I'm not gonna pretend I'm not scared. I'm, you know, I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of desensitized to a lot of horror stuff in video games and movies these days. Very, very critical on good horror, because I watched so much of it when I was younger. It, like, totally desensitized me, I guess. He's on about the damn rats again. I don't think I've ever seen one. It doesn't stop her from laying traps all over the place. Claims he can hear them in the walls. There must be hundreds of them. It's very Lovecraft. I fucking hope it's true. I hope they crawl out at night, eat you in your sleep, you cruel self-obsessed, pathetic drunk. I wonder if that was written by his wife or his daughter. Well, there was another way I could have went, too. There was a really spooky way to go. There looked like there's some really weird shit going on over there. I'm gonna assume that's locked. Yeah. Most common symptoms of schizophrenia. Like expression, yes. Insomnia, haven't noticed, always had that. Lack of motivation, suicidal tendencies. Awkward, clumsy movement, might be from the accident. Or anger, resentment. Okay, that was awesome. I like that one. Dad, I think there's a ghost in my room. It keeps spilling books all over the place. And freezing them in time. I think it's trying to tell us something, Dad. I'll tell you what now, Murph. And now, if y'all want to know about them there ghosts, I'll tell you what, we got a movie called Ghostbusters. It's pretty good. Starring Bill Murphy. Everything you need to know, Murphs. What you drawing, doll? Slenderman? Oh, see ya. Slenderman. Plates and dishes. Sorry, I keep channeling Matthew McConaughey for no reason. Wife died. Got that much. I don't know if the shadow is supposed to be her father or just some Slenderman that's been harassing her or what. I don't know. It's you know, I was just thinking like, man, how shit of a fucking toy this is. But then like I thought about it, like, yeah, when I was like 5, I would watch these lights for like hours. Be cool as fuck. I used to have a little like planetarium, like a little shitty planetarium, just projected like crappy stars, and I used to enjoy those. Mocking me. I'm still between toys. No toys allowed. I also had glow-in-the-dark stars that I had on my ceiling. Yeah, I liked that kind of shit. It's big fan of like space. Spess. I was a big Spess fan when I was a child. I wanted to be a astronaut. Doing. Where is the music box? Oh, I gotta. No, it's not the music box. Where's the music box? It's a carousel. Oh, okay. Turbo sex. It's like fucking 3:30 a.m. Give me like an ounce of a break. I missed a carousel, dude. The window is hungry. Oh my god! Pinocchio. Someone get me off Pinocchio's wild ride, please. That's pretty fucking creepy. There you go, twerking face ghosts again. Sorry, face dolls. Oh, it was all just a dream.
This was a special brush. Like a horsehair brush, but different. At that point, I hesitated. Will this really work? Fuck it. I was already halfway through, and besides, it's not like I can just put it all back and forget the whole...
Okay. Is that a tuft of his daughter's hair that he's using as a paintbrush? This guy sucks. Fuck this guy. Alright, you gotta do the painting first. Look at this place is getting worse and worse. Like he's just hoarding all this shit from other places in the house and ripping up the floorboards for the rats. He's looking for the rats, he's not finding them. And I'm getting like a little glimpse of Mr. Skull. Like Mr. Skull is being painted before our very eyes. Is there a save feature? I'm close to being done. Keep going. I am. I might just wing it. I might just keep going, guys. Since we are
Hickory dickory dock.
making
The
progress.
mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. Horde ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
Remember me, Alex. So, does anyone here actually know how much longer this might take? Like 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Remember when I played Metal Gear Solid 3? Until like 4:30 in the morning? At this point, I don't even want to fragment this stream, to be honest.
Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake! Could someone shut up that damn dog? Scratching and squeaking behind the walls is bad enough.
Now he's pissed at his dog. This is my candidate for most unlikable video game person thing. One with the paintings. Video game protagonist. Like I said, it is pretty late, so expect a less animated version of your host. I will be your host for the evening. Welcome to Dell Tech Support. How may I help you? I rewatched the entirety of season 18 South Park, the most recent South Park season. I am Lord, yeah. I really liked the Grounded Vindaloop episode. It's a really, really good season. Overall. But, just the hologram episode. You know, that's ignorant. Hello, my friend. I am here to tell you that you are stuck inside the Oculus Rift still, my friend. Do I find aliens spoopy? Yes, I do, actually. Someone was asking what I find to be genuinely horrifying. There's a book called Intruders, I think, by Bud Hopkins about, abductions. And, it helped me get over my fear of it. But that's something I was afraid of when I was younger. The idea of, like, an alien abduction. Because that is well and truly horrifying. I don't know why I had this fear, but I did. And, the book that I read, it's like 4 years ago. It's freaky as shit. Did a flashbang just go off near my ears? He was right. It's those goddamn rats. Because, I mean, think about it. With aliens, there is no fighting that. It's like the ghost stories, you could always move to a different house. You know, you could just fucking go to a priest or find a way to, like, cleanse yourself or whatever. But then you hear about alien stories, and it's like... yeah, there's no way. Or because they could just find you. And then you're taken through a wall. And then you're on a table. And you got things up your butt. And then you hear about, like, the... you know, the needles. It's just something that I find to be really fucking weird. And, that's scary to me. The book is called Intruders. I don't know, it's kind of like... it's not a horror. It's not fiction. Let's just say that. It's not fiction. I mean, it could be, but it's not presented as fiction. Bud Hopkins was like a researcher. I looked around, I turned around. I failed my challenge.
Back. This is what helps put money on the table. It's not like you're any help to me anymore.
Whoa, that's vindictive. That is some vindictive shit. This disgusting texture. For the record, I do find the game scary. I'm not trying to downplay that. It's just, you don't really get too much of a break in between things. It's like, you know, okay, here's a spooky room, right? How much you want to bet something weird or crazy is gonna happen in this room? Yeah, I'm not left with a chance to reset my expectations. It's like that Real Fake Doors commercial. You know, that guy sells the fake doors, but they're real fake doors. A little pain goes a long way. I can't see if there's an item I need. It's too dark. Looking. Let's see what we have here. That looks like something I could grab, but I can't grab it. Middle. Oh. I'm sure he's gonna be okay. When I first played Eternal Darkness, that game spooked the shit out of me. For any other recommendations, I don't know if it would still spook people to this day, but that was definitely for those looking for horror recommendations. Yeah. Did I miss a note? I missed a whispery item. Oh, fuck. I don't know how I did that. I'm sorry. I probably was... I might have had my head up my own ass at that moment. Did I lose? I keep ending up back here. Now I'm laughing. Great. The baby horror trope I'll never understand. spooky blood room. Ah, back to the man's office. I remember this. Remember this? When the night was dark and full of terrors. Babbeard. Babyface. Some paintings defy simple words, let alone critique. As basic knowledge, the subject is absolute must if one is to even try taming them. Babyface is one such painting. This art anomaly draws tens of thousands of mediocrity enthusiasts and Sunday abstraction aficionados. In reality, it looks like the result of a week-long art marathon of a not very well-adjusted painter locked in a dark basement, leaving aside the horrible execution. The painting excels in a hideous, etc., etc. $363. Thanks, babyface. Always knew I could count on you, Mr. Poopy Butthole. Someone brought up the chubby code. Hear it. Do I have to look for a weird book? Son. Son, I've been looking for weird books my whole life. Oh. Murph. I was your toast. I'm in the 5th dimension, Murph. I don't know how I got here, but it's fucking crazy. I'm tripping balls, Murph. Okay. It's an interesting way to end that demo. Thank you for beta testing our game for free. We hope you enjoyed spending $10 on an unfinished game. Please leave feedback so we don't have to hire beta testers. I'm being cynical, guys. I'm being extra cynical tonight because I'm tired. That's all. I really enjoyed that. I mean that. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun in a weird way. It had me engrossed to the point where I streamed until 4 in the morning. And not many games warrant that for me. I usually will stop. But it was good. There's potential. There is definitely potential. I don't know if it'll realize that potential, but I hope it does. I'm gonna stick my head further up my ass and share my opinion, and it's mine. Feel free to make up your own, play the game, or based on what you saw. I think that the game has some neat ideas, and I think those ideas could be taken even further. And I think that my biggest complaint was it just started getting predictable, and it didn't have enough. Like I said, it was just like, okay, well, as soon as I got to the part where I didn't recognize my surroundings, and when the room started changing, I felt like it was just a fun house ride. Like I said early on, it was basically Spooky House of Jump Scares Part 2. Not completely, because it was way better than that, and it did a lot of things right, and it had this slow kind of build up. But I would like to see just more of a chance, like I said before, to reset my expectations and give me like a breather every now and then, so I fully am, kind of taken out of this funhouse kind of feeling, and that maybe next time the jump scares will actually affect me more. Just my opinion. Overall, looked great. Sound design was really nice. I think a game like that, but with next-gen VR, and I don't mean Oculus Rift DK2. I'm talking about whatever Steam is doing with their VR. You do it a horror game like that, but even better. Like with some of the stuff I mentioned, maybe some stuff I haven't thought of. I'm sure you guys have your own feelings about what could improve the game. And just put that thing on. It's like, I still see the computer screen. I still see the chat. I'm in a dark room, but I have my lights. There's a light on for the computer. My keyboard is lit. But if you have yourself completely immersed in some kind of VR headset, and I do have the Oculus Rift DK2, and even though it makes me a little sick, I hear the Steam one is a lot better and doesn't do that. But I think that, if your entire field of vision is obscured and you're in this 3D kind of environment and it's like a sensory like fuck up, I could see a game like that working really well. So why don't I get scared at these types of games? I don't know. I just don't. And I'm not going to pretend like I am. Not to take a high horse, not to take a high road. I could probably make some money if I started faking reactions. I could probably make some good money if I went on camera, fixed up my hair, made myself look good, got a green screen. What's up, Bruce? No, I'm not even going to make fun of him, because he does a lot for charity, and apparently he knows what he is. He's a real person. He's just a showbiz guy. And the rest of them are too, in a lot of ways. But I don't know. I can't do that. I just don't want to do that either. I'm lazy. So you just get what you got tonight. That's as much reaction you'll get from me during a horror game, which is why I don't play a lot of them. Maybe one day something will come around that'll really scare the shit out of me. But to this day, the most frightened I've been on stream so far was probably during the Metal Gear Solid 5 stream, when the Sahelanthropus was fucking T-Rexing me like the Jurassic Park T-Rex, and then broke the rock I was behind. I screamed. That was legit. That was a real scream. Oh man, I love that moment. Anyway, all right guys, we have art. Thank you, by the way. I know I probably infuriated some of you and ruined the game for some others, but I know there's a lot of people that enjoyed it. I hope you did, and I appreciate you watching that game with me. It was fun. I did really think highly of it. So, I'll tell you what I've got in store for the week coming up. I've been promising Splatoon for a while, and it's hard to want to play Splatoon when there's so many good games out right now that I'm playing. But I can promise you more Mario Maker, more South Park, more Metal Gear Solid 5. That's a pretty solid trio. Spelunky has been highly requested. So instead of making promises I can't keep, I will try maybe to get to both Spelunky and Splatoon this week on top of my other regular games. I'll be in the studio this week as well, so I might not have as much time, but